He's laying there minding his own business, that's all. Just minding his own business. What are you doing? He said, I'm trying to mind my business. He gotta come over and check us out. Oh, down he went. There he is. Sometimes when you're an alligator, you get kind of curious about stuff. You got that squirrel fired up. Little bull there's a little bigger. Check him out. We must have spooked him. I see him go in there. Look at this big old pretty cypress knees right here. Big cypress tree. Look at the thing. Look at the leaves. I guess our gator decided to go someplace else. A pretty cypress tree. Yeah. But what's taking place right here? I've only seen a handful of bears in my life. Very few. I'm sure more have seen me. But the biggest one I ever seen anywhere, zoo or anywhere, is not far from where I'm at right here. I'm down here in the lower Red River Basin, down toward what they call Smith Bay, Red River Bay, way down in here, close to where the Red River hits Old River Locks, where the Atchafalaya takes off and the Black River comes in. This is a beautifully wild area. It's just as pretty and wild as our Ozark property, just different. It's a different kind of pretty and wild. But it's all bottomland and swamp, and I love it. You gotta look up yonder. We'll have a good crop of grapes this year, looks like, down here. Squirrels and things. How about that? Palmetto. See as we go. This road ain't nothing but clay. Hey buddy, if you got back in here and it rained behind you before you got here, I think you just had to live back here. I believe you just live back here till it dried up. But boy, what a place to be stuck, huh? There is no phone signal. There's a camp right there. There's about 4 of those down through here over the course of about, I don't know, 15 miles or so. And they've been doing some work in here on this road trying to get it where you can make go of it. But this area is beautiful. It's many, 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 many miles back in here. But it's pretty. I'm back here. Had to come back here for work. And I guess you could call it that. Let's take a look at that big old cypress tree over there. Let's see, because there might be something worth looking at in that tree. I'll bet you there's been many a thing roost in there. These big trees like this, of course, this one here is out in the water, and that would be probably problematic. But down here in our part of the country, look here, the game trail runs right alongside this little slough. Prime traveling country back when I was trapping in areas like this. But these old big hollow trees is what the bears in this country have to hibernate in. In the wintertime, what little bit of denning and hibernating they do. It gets cold down here, but it don't stay cold for very long. Yeah, you see that road's just clay. They just pushed it through here. Yeah, those old big hollow trees, what the animals are den in, bears, that's what they den in down here and back. Long time ago, I read where there's a book by a man named C.C., it's spelled C.C. Robin. I'm pretty sure it's C.C. Robin. And he was a Frenchman that came here. And the book's called Voyage to Louisiana. And he comes here in like, 1803, 1804. And he travels the country and describes all the flora and fauna. And he talks about the migrant hunters up at the Washita Post. It's one of those would have been one of my grandpa's, Jean Baptiste Brevel, who was a Métis, it's called. It's French and Indian mix. But they run these hunting camps, these Frenchmen did, out of these big, huge bottoms, and he asked them, they would be gone on these long hunts for weeks and even months. And he asked them, he said, how do they keep from getting lost? And they said, we don't know. We just don't get lost. And they said that they cached their food in these big hollow trees. And then they would take shelter. They would each carry a bear hide, a bear skin, on their hunts. And they would use those bear skins for shelter. They would huddle up in those or in these trees in inclement weather. And that's how they would survive for maybe a year at a time. On these long hunts they would take in the huge primeval Louisiana forest. That's what he would call it. Anyway, just a little look around, and you can't see much this time of year because of the foliage, the density of the foliage. But I kind of like it when it closes up anyway, because it adds a little mystique to the woods and makes it more pleasurable to wander around out here looking at stuff. Got a hog track right there. That's a deer. Wish I could scoop them up and put them side by side. Well, I can tell you one thing. See my hand right there, how red that is right there? The gnat's been biting on my hand. But I have to take this curly dock right here. I have to take these leaves on this curly dock. I'll have to chew that up a little bit, make a poultice out of it, and put it on there, and draw that little bit of bite out of that right there. That burn and that itch. Curly dock. Yep. The other form of pain relief would be this woodland lettuce. We're almost back out near some farms now. That would help a little bit, put on something, but boy, this plantain right here, this will do it right here. That's good to put on that bite, any kind of bite. Yeah. While we at it, we could harvest some of this goldenrod right here to make some tea and stuff out of. There's a whole lot you can do, ain't it? Yep, here we are about to cross the wooden bridge on Bay de Glaze and head back to civilization. Old bridge. Bay de Glaze.